This week I saw the Phoenician Scheme and now I'm going to give it a review. I'm going to do a plot in 60 seconds, I'm going to talk about the Wes Anderson style and how it was applied in this movie, and then finally I'm going to give it my rating. So let's get into it. So Zaza Korda is an international businessman. They call him Mr. 5%. He kind of cooks the books to make sure you get 5% returns every year. After yet another failed assassination attempt, he makes his daughter the sole beneficiary in his will, under the condition that she finishes the Phoenician Scheme, and this will be his legacy after. Now Zaza has every intention of finishing the Phoenician Scheme. The Phoenician Scheme has to be put in place because international businessmen don't like Zaza and what he's doing to the world. He's taking money from the rich people's pockets, and as the Wolf of Wall Street proves, you should never go after the rich people because they'll come and bite you in the behind. So Zaza has a clear plan of negotiations that he has to meet to complete the Phoenician Scheme and not go bankrupt. He has margins that he has to stay within, and we just follow Zaza on his entertaining journey, meeting all the people that he's agreed with. Ooh, I think that was close. I'll take that one. Wes Anderson films, they're more an exploration of character and the plot is secondary to the movie. But I found the plot in this film was so linear, and even like shoved in your face how linear it was actually anti-clockwise, because he drew a map of everywhere where he had to visit to tick off each different section of the Phoenician Scheme, and he had a margin of error that he was able to renegotiate his budget. He had what he wanted and then what he could actually afford without going bankrupt in the end. And it was person A, person B, C, D, E, box ticking exercise. There was no like back and forth, and it just accumulated friends as it went along. The characters in Wes Anderson films have always been so well fleshed out, and so there's been so much depth, but they've been so entertaining and so contrasting. They're so memorable. Like there's the Royal Tenenbaums, the Life Aquatic, Grand Budapest Hotel. Like as soon as you think of them, you can see the characters, not necessarily the plot. But I think in this movie, it just came across as being Wes Anderson light, and the character, it didn't have that wit that all Wes Anderson films do. I think I laughed out loud on one occasion, whereas usually it's just his quirky turns of phrase or observations, but I just felt it just wasn't here in this, and I think it's been like that for the last few Wes Anderson films, to be honest. So there's been the Phoenician Scheme, Asteroid City, didn't really rate. No, I didn't rate it at all, to be honest, and the French Dispatch. He has got very unique style of filmmaking, which I think is more impressive to stick with that. But this film, it just overall felt like Wes Anderson light, because the sets, they were amazing, but they didn't pop like the usual Wes Anderson sets do. And then the cinematography was very static compared to what if you think of the classical Wes Anderson, that it's so choreographed with the camera moving, all the movements are so deliberate. This just seemed very static, just minimal. Really minimal, really Wes Anderson light. And the same with the script writing, the dialogue, it didn't have that sharp back and forth that Wes Anderson movies usually do. And like I said, I think it's been like that for the last 3 films. I think really since the Grand Budapest Hotel. Oh no, the Isle of Dogs. I think since the Isle of Dogs, it hasn't really had a blockbuster, showstopper, whatever you want to call it, movie. So on a rating of Asteroid City to Grand Budapest Hotel, I'm gonna have to give it a 6. If you've seen the Phoenician Scheme and you agree or disagree with what I have to say, please leave a comment down below and hit that subscribe button. It'd really mean the world to me. And as always, thanks for coming.